Hello, this is Dr. David Billstrom coming to you from the 27th Annual World Congress, American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, actually coming to you from the airport. So I want to talk about a lovely lecture I saw today at Dr. Michael Ruscia, and he talked about the gut-thyroid connection. As you can imagine, huge connection between gut and thyroid. Now, one thing he talked about is how people with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, autoimmune disease of the thyroid, are much more likely to produce antibodies against the parietal cells in the stomach that produce hydrochloric acid. Thus, if you cannot produce hydrochloric acid, you can't digest your food, get the vitamin minerals out. And the vitamin minerals are these basic building blocks that your body uses to make things, fix things, and be happy and healthy. Now, when you have a patient who has tried many different thyroid medicines, many different doses, and just can't seem to get much benefit, then you always want to think about the gut. Now, he used as a patient example somebody that has seen a physician that is a world-renowned thyroid expert, written books about it, just could not get things right after a year with change in dose and everything. So then this person saw Dr. Ruscio, and he fixed her gut. All the symptoms went away. She felt great, and she only needed half of the levothyroxine dose that she was on before. Now, if people are not getting better with all the thyroid changes, it could be that the symptoms that they're experiencing are actually coming from the gut, not the thyroid. But also it could be that with the gut disruption, they may not be able to absorb their thyroid medicine and get the benefit. They did a study that looked at all these people on thyroid medicine, and they tried to predict who would benefit from the thyroid medicine, who would be just as well off of it. They found that 60% of the time you could stop the thyroid medicine and people don't feel any worse without it. What they did find predictive of those who would not tolerate coming off their thyroid medicine is people that had changes in ultrasound, like the echogenicity that maybe many of you know about if you've had the ultrasound, or scar tissue there. Those are the people that tend to still need the thyroid medicine. Now, I think an interesting thing that he talked about with a couple of his case studies is, here's this person, didn't get better with all the changes in thyroid medicine, turned out to be the gut, and then they were able to absorb their medicine better, as well as the gut was driving all the symptoms. So all the symptoms this person was experiencing, none of them were gastrointestinal symptoms, even though the gut was the culprit. Now, this harkens back to what we've talked about with celiac disease, is that 80% of people with celiac disease, the autoimmune disease that attacks the small intestine, 80% of people with celiac disease do not have gut symptoms or minimal gut symptoms. Only 20% have a lot of gut symptoms. Now, when you have celiac disease, you feel bad all over the place. Now, the reason that only 20% of celiac people ever are diagnosed is because only people are tested for celiac disease who have terrible gut issues and then issues all over the rest of the body. 80% of the time they have no gut symptoms or just minimal gut symptoms, tons of inflammation, tons of multi-organ system dysfunction systemically, all these other things going wrong, but they never get tested because they don't have the gut symptoms. So even if you don't have gut symptoms, you need to think about the gut as the big driver of your health issues, including why you might not be getting better with thyroid medication. Thank you very much.